You ready? Let's go! 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Welcome in, boys and girls, to this edition of Sports Zone 50. I'm Ryan Mollenkoff, and I'm alongside with my man here, Justin Stewart. The last 3 weeks I've told you guys, oh, what a week can do, and week 4 doesn't fail again. Oh, what a week can do. UK has a new basketball coach, former Texas A&M coach, Billy Gillispie. Gillispie went 26-9 last season overall. He was a 3 seed in the NCAA tournament, and he, the last 3 years, has had the top 15 recruiting classes the last 3 years. He's had 3 winning seasons over the past 3 years. Very impressive. How do you think Billy Gillispie will fare as a Wildcat coach?
I am absolutely elated by the fact that we have Billy Gillispie. At the beginning of the, when all this stuff happened, when I realized that Billy was going to be our coach, not Billy D, but Billy G, I was a little skeptical. I woke up that morning actually to a phone call from Ryan here telling me that he was a new coach. And my first reaction was, thank the Lord that we have a new coach. My second reaction was, who is this guy? And I know that's stupid, but I mean, he's a new coach, and I mean, he has proven himself, but he really hasn't been in the spotlight as much in this recruiting trail as much as Billy Donovan has. But the man, from what I hear, is an awesome recruiter, and experts had said he will win players in the home, meaning that he will go into the households, wherever it may be, talk to these players, and be straight up with them and get them there. So I'm hoping that with his recruiting abilities, Billy G can actually bring in some pretty good guys. He already has a recruit coming in who has verbally given a strong commitment. On Rivals.com, it shows that a recruit out of Texas has actually committed himself to UK's team in 2008, so he's already getting started.
Well, I've heard a lot, and what mainly I've heard is he is a down-home guy. I mean, he said he's a country boy, but he says it himself. He will send text message after text message after text message. He will not stop. He will get the recruits he wants. He'll go to the homes. He'll talk to the parents. He will be one-on-one with these kids. He's been talking to Jay Lucas. He's been talking to Patterson. He's talked to every single recruit there is that UK has been looking forward to. And this man, I mean, he's not going to stop. I mean, he's not married. I mean, he's going to live in the Joe Craft Center. Right. We already know that. He's just, I mean, he says he keeps nothing in the refrigerator, and I'm so excited to see what the recruiting does so far coming up.
Well, like you said, the man isn't married, and he's going to be married to this job. I mean, if he's going to have a wife, it's going to be UK basketball, and that's what Kentucky needs. He has a lot of enthusiasm. He realizes what this program is and how well it can be if it's pushed to its furthest potential. By no means have we lost our abilities as a program. We're still a 5-star program. We're still top in the nation. And with this guy, he's going to be able to come in and really, with his coaching abilities, with his recruiting abilities, and with the backup of UK basketball. I mean, think about it. The man was at Texas A&M last year, and he was having guys come to a no-name school which finished last in their conference, to bring it around and actually have them finish second in the conference to Kansas and actually beat Kansas during the regular season. Yeah. I mean, this guy knows what to do. And when he comes along, I mean, when you mix this equation, Billy Gillispie plus UK basketball, it's beautiful. And there was a funny number that the Courier-Journal actually spit out when they interviewed Mitch Barnhart. They said, Mitch actually asked him, he said, well, what exactly do you do to be so good? He goes, I'll tell you what, man, I send at least 10,000 text messages a month. Wow. Yeah, you do the math. That's a lot of text messages in any day for anybody. So, I mean, the man is dedicated to his job. He's going to be married to it, and I'm really looking forward to see what he can do.
Hey, but if 10,000 text messages can pull on Jay Lucas and Patrick Patterson, I'm really not arguing here.
And I don't think Kentucky will mind picking up the bill for that one either.
Oh, no.
Let's introduce the new head basketball coach at the University of Kentucky, Billy Gillispie.
Thank everyone for being here. I really do appreciate it. Most importantly, these players over here, that as soon as this press conference is over, people always talk about, those are your guys, those aren't your guys, you didn't recruit these guys, those guys are my guys, and I hope I'm their coach, and that's the way we're going to look at it. Guys, thanks for being here. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys being here at this time. This is a very important day for me. I've always been lucky and blessed, and my entire coaching career, and I've had so many great opportunities and never thought I'd be anything different than a basketball coach since I was about 7 or 8 years old. And excited about those seniors. I've seen those guys play, and we weren't in a situation where we could recruit a lot of the players on these teams because they were too highly thought of, and we weren't highly enough thought of at a particular time. I'm really excited. You usually, in most of the situations I've seen, you're only as good as your returning players, no matter how good your incoming class is going to be. And so these guys, we're going to hit the ground running as soon as possible, as soon as I can work with them individually, because we can do that for a little while longer. And I know that they're going to carry on the leadership the right way, and we're going to show them some ways that we expect them to carry on the leadership, and expect them to do it. And I know that they will, because they've been good players here, and they're going to continue to get better.
Coaches say, hey, the season is over. We want to make sure we focus in on schoolwork and things like that. But, to hear him say, he was going to go look for another job, it was kind of like, whoa, what's going on, So, and, pretty much everything after that was just like unreal. It just didn't feel real. It still doesn't feel real. I was greeted with a smile. And, anytime, greet someone greet you with a smile, the first, impression is smile back and, just, welcome them.
I really want to, finish my career, here at UK. I feel like I can make, a lot more improvements next year, especially with a new coach who's going to teach me new things. And, and I'm just excited about that. I think everyone is excited about the change. He seems like a genuine guy, and, he seems like he's going to be behind us.
Tubby Smith has left some big holes in the UK roster this next coming season. First thing Billy Gillespie's going to have to do is find local talent. Like he said in his press conference, I want some homegrown country boys. And he's going to get one of those, hopefully. There is a big name recruit out of E-Town, Kentucky. Was named Mr. Basketball on Tuesday. His name is Stephon Pettigrew. He averages 30 points a game, 10 rebounds in his high school career. But many people are saying, I don't think he hasn't impressed me. He's playing a bunch of country boys. He's not SEC material. But if we remember Chris Lofton out of Tennessee, Chris Lofton was the same thing. He's just played with a bunch of country boys. And look how impressive he is. He is SEC Player of the Year. Averages over 20 points a game. Very impressive. And that is a guy you cannot pass up. Mr. Basketball, Stephon Pettigrew.
Absolutely, and like you said, it's awesome to see that we can get some homegrown players, guys who understand the meaning of Kentucky basketball, guys who understand what it means to be a UK Wildcat. You can get the best recruits from all over the nation, but you'll never get a recruit as good as one that wants to be here, just like you can't get a coach as good as one that wants to be here in Billy Gillespie. The next player we'd like to bring to the table, a little player named Jay Lucas, point guard. I'm sure nobody's really heard too much of him. Jay Lucas is an amazing guard. He's out of Houston, Texas. He is the son of John Lucas, a former great basketball player. And UK is really looking to drag this guy in. We have Derek Jasper right now, who's going to be a sophomore. But as we lose Ramel Bradley and Joe Crawford, we're going to need a couple of guards to step up in the next couple of years. Jay Lucas is an amazing player. His main claim to fame not only is his ball handling skills and his ability to make decisions on the court as a very intelligent player, but the man is hot from the three-point line. And we know that we need some consistency